inflamed the day. I found a rose outside and thought of you. The petals still held traces of the dew, and everything felt quietly brand new. I stood there in my doorway, morning cold, holding something delicate and bold, and all the words I'd saved inside came loose, like birds that finally had somewhere to choose. Morning rose, open in the light, beautiful the way that only you are right. Every single petal finds its place. Morning rose, I see it in your face. All the love I cannot speak aloud. Morning rose, standing soft and proud. The kettle sang and steam filled up the air. I set the rose inside a glass for you, and laid the table carefully with care, because the smallest things can say what's true. By the time you came down the wooden stair, the morning felt like something beyond rare. Love does not always come in grand display. Sometimes it is a rose on quiet days. Sometimes it is someone setting out a cup, someone waiting gently for you to wake up. And I would wait 1,000 mornings through, just to share one morning rose with you. Morning rose, soft and true, always for you. If voices had a color, yours would be the kind of amber that stays warm past 3, like afternoon light leaning through the glass, the sort of warmth you hope will always last. I close my eyes and let it settle in, like music finding where it should begin. I could pick your voice from any crowd, soft when it is quiet, warm when it is loud. The color of your voice is golden through and through. It fills the room before I even turn to you. I hear it and the whole world slows its spin. love a certain way when something's true, a little deeper than your ordinary do. And that is when I know you mean the words as clearly as the morning call of birds. I've memorized each shade and every turn, every quiet note you never seem to learn. Some people search for beauty in a face or in the way a person holds their grace, but I found mine in something harder still, a voice that fits my every empty fill. Speak to me of ordinary days. Your voice alone can set my whole heart ablaze. Golden voice, always yours, coloring my world. The watch you gave me keeps in perfect time. It loses 7 minutes every day. The jeweler said the mechanism's fine, but still it always chooses its own way. I've learned to love its quiet stubbornness, the way it tilts towards some other tenderness. I set it right each morning just the same, and by the evening it has gone its own way again. The watch you gave me tells a different hour, 7 minutes slow through every passing day, but it reminds me of your patient power, the way that love has its unhurried way. I wear it every morning on my wrist, a tender ticking thing I can't resist. The leather strap has softened with the years and caught the grain of every working day. It has been present through my hopes and fears, a quiet, steady partner, come what may. I catch the time and catch your memory too. How odd that time itself should smell like you. They say the time is something cold and clear, a measured thing that does not bend or feel. But 7 minutes wrong and still so dear proves that the best things rarely run ideal. 7 minutes slow, still keeping you, still here.
Harbour lights are shining on the bay. I watch them from the hill and think of you. Each lamp below has something warm to say about the ones who wait for those who sail through. I am not a sailor, I have no ship, but I have stood here watching every evening trip, and every light that flickers on the sea looks like a word you might have sent to me. Harbour lights, beautiful and bright, guiding every vessel through the night. And somewhere in among that golden glow, I find the love I haven't told you so. Harbour lights, one day I'll find a way to say what all these lights are trying to say, that I have loved you quietly, completely through. Harbour lights, everyone for you. The evening comes and turns the water dark, but still the harbour lanterns hold their place. They do not wait for daylight to remark on beauty, they just shine into the space. I think that's how a love should always be, not waiting for permission to shine free. One light for every letter left unsaid, one light for every morning thought of you, one light for every evening that I read your name into the dark the whole night through. And if you ever stood here by this bay, you'd see me written in every light's display. Harbour lights, burning bright, all night for you.
Every time they play that song, you sigh and tilt your head the way you always do. I've watched you do it 40 times or more, and every time it feels completely new.
I know you're watching and I know you smile whenever the piano finds that key. I lean back in my chair a little while, because that song was always you to me. Some songs arrive and never really leave. They find a room inside and start to breathe. The same old song, the same old feeling. Every time it plays, the room starts reeling. The same old melody, the same new you. The same old song makes everything feel true. Play it once more, play it all night long. We never tire of the same old song. You always mouth the words before they come. You know this song by heart, you know each turn. I watch your lips and try to catch each one, a language that I'm still attempting to learn. You reach across the table for my hand, the chorus coming in just like before. And in that moment I completely understand why people play the songs they love once more. 40 years from now, when we are gray, and someone puts this record on to play, you'll sigh the way you always sigh for me, and I will watch you just as happily. Some things were made to last beyond all reason. This song, this hand, this love, through every season. Same old song, same new feeling, forever with you. We took the slow train home through the autumn fields, the kind that stops at every little town. The carriage swayed and gave its gentle yields, and all our city hurry settled down. You pressed your face against the window glass and named the colors of the world as we passed. Rust and amber, gold and fading green. You said you'd never seen a finer scene. I said I thought the finest thing in sight was you beside me in the autumn light. Slow train, slow day, nowhere else to be, just you
across from me, just you with me. Slow train home through the fading afternoon, past the fields and rivers underneath the moon. Every stop a little closer to our door. Slow train home, and I could not want more than this. Your hand, the window and the view. Slow train home, every mile with you. You fell asleep against my arm by 4. Your book still open, chapter 23. I didn't move, though my arm grew sore, because you sleeping there was home to me. The ticket man came round and winked my way, as if he understood without my having to say. I watched the evening darken through the pane. The farmhouse lights come on one at a time, and thought how love is simple to explain. When someone's sleeping near you feels like rhyme. We've taken fast trains, urgent trains, the kind that rush you past the beauty left behind. But give me this, the slow one through the gold, with you beside me, growing gently old. The world goes by in no particular hurry, and neither do we, and neither do we. Slow train, carrying us home. You find me in the kitchen before dawn, dancing barefoot on the cold tile floor. The radio is playing something old, and I have forgotten what I came in for. But you lean against the door frame, coffee warm, and watch me like I'm something to adore. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not at all, because the way you look at me breaks every wall. Barefoot kitchen, early morning light, everything between us feeling right. You don't need me perfect or refined. Barefoot kitchen, this is what you find. A woman who is dancing when she thinks she's all alone, and you are at the door frame, making this place race home. I pour 2 cups and bring yours to your hand. You take a sip and steal the other 2. We lean against the counter where we've always stood. In the Barefoot Kitchen mornings, me and you. The day has not yet made its full demands, and so we hold the quiet in our hands. Somewhere people wake to grander things, to views and grand pianos, golden rings. But I have this, a kitchen and a song, a cold tile floor and someone all along who finds my dancing beautiful and true. My barefoot morning always leading back to you. Barefoot morning, cold floor, warm heart, you. There is a house at the edge of your street, where the ivy climbs the old stone wall. I pass it every morning and I think how love grows quietly through it all. The ivy does not rush to reach the roof. It simply grows where it has found its truth. And maybe that is how the best loves go. Not all at once, but steady, sure and slow. Where the ivy grows, love finds a way, patient through the winters, bright in May, clinging to the stone through wind and rain. Where the ivy grows, love comes again, slowly climbing toward the highest light. Where the ivy grows, everything is right. I think of all the years that wall has stood, and all the seasons that the ivy knew. The cold that tried to loosen every hold, the heat of summer pushing green and new. And still it holds, and still it finds the light, and still it makes the gray stone beautiful and bright. I want to love the way that ivy does, not showy, not uncertain of its cause, just growing toward the warmth day after day, finding beauty in the pain steady way. And you are my stone wall, you hold me through. Where the ivy grows, I grow toward you. Growing slowly, climbing surely, always toward you.
There's a drawer beside my bed at night, full of letters that were never sealed, each one begun in either dark or light, with everything I meant but never revealed. The words were right, the courage was not there, and so they live in envelopes of air. But every word I wrote was only true, every single one was meant for you. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a drawer beside my bed. All the love that waited for the right, letters I never sent into the night. But if you held them now and read each line, you know exactly how you filled my time. You'd know I loved you long before I spoke. In every letter that I never broke, I wrote about the evening that you left. It's something no one else had found quite funny. I wrote about the afternoon we passed, the bakery, and you said the bread smelled sunny. The smallest things became the largest words when written down for someone who deserves. One day I'll learn to say it to your face, to look across the ordinary space between our chairs and simply let it out. All the love that I have danced about. But until then the drawer holds every part of every letter written from my heart. Unsent letters full of you, waiting to be found. We both reached for the very same record on the very same shelf at the very same time. Our fingers touched above the cardboard sleeve, and neither one of us could speak a rhyme. I said, excuse me.
I was here first.
I said I'd had my eye on it all week.
You said that you could prove it.
I said, go ahead and speak.
The rain came harder on the window glass, and neither one of us was in a rush to pass. Rainy afternoon, record shop, shelf 9. You're reaching, me reaching, both of us in line for the same 3 minutes pressed in vinyl black. A song so good that neither would give back. So we stood there in the aisle and made a deal
to play it through together and to feel
every note the way it was designed. Rainy afternoon, what a way to find.
You knew the B-side
Better than the A.
You hummed the bridge before it even came.
I said you clearly know this record well.
You smiled and said
You'd loved it since the age of 12. You offered me the record in the end.
I said, let's buy it jointly, share the spin.
You looked surprised and then began to grin.
And that was how our afternoons begin.
Rain on the window, vinyl on the shelf. 2 strangers reaching past their careful selves. The shop owner just smiled behind the till, as if he'd seen this particular miracle of 2 people finding in a record store far more than what they'd walked in looking for. Rainy afternoon, same record, same heartbeat. We sat out on the porch until the fireflies began their small illuminations in the grass. The ice had melted in our lemonade, and neither of us cared to watch it pass.
the neighbor's radio
Played something old, a song we both half knew but couldn't name. He said it sounded like a summer cold. I said it sounded like it always came on evenings just exactly like tonight, when everything is unhurried and right. Front porch evening, you and I, watching fireflies beneath the darkening sky. Nothing urgent, nothing left to prove. Front porch evening, neither of us needs to move. This is all I ever wanted from a life, a summer evening, and you beside me right. You pulled your knees up to your chest and sighed, the comfortable kind that means that all is well. I reached across and found your hand and tried to memorize the moment where it fell. The stars came out in their unhurried way, and we stayed on until the air grew cool. You brought a blanket from the hall that day, and we sat wrapped together like a fool. The happiest two fools on any street, with nothing but an evening and the sweet. People build their lives around the grand, the holidays, the milestones, all the plan. But I have found the finest things are small. An evening, a porch, fireflies, that's all. And you, the one who makes the ordinary glow, the front porch reason I don't need to go anywhere that isn't right here, right now, with you beside me on the porch somehow. Front porch evening, fireflies, always staying. You wore the blue coat every time it rained, the one with wooden buttons down the front, a little worn at collar, slightly frayed, but somehow elegant in its blunt, belonging to a person who had learned that style is not the thing that must be earned. I saw you in it first outside the library, and something in me quietly was stirred to see the blue coat in the rain on a November day, the wooden buttons doing up their patient way. I thought of all the stories in that coat, all the winters living in its throat. The blue coat and the person wearing it became the finest thing that I had seen yet. And I have been in love with rain ever since, because the blue coat taught me what it meant. I learned your name before I learned your face, from the librarian who knew you well. She said you came each Tuesday to that place, and always had a story worth to tell. I came Tuesdays too, and found a chair near the window where the blue coat always hung with care. We never spoke that autumn, not a word, but I knew every book you chose to read, and you perhaps had noticed and not stirred, because some love is patient in its seed. Then winter came and you forgot your coat, and I said, here, please take my scarf instead. And that was all the opening that we wrote. One cold Tuesday and a scarf of red. Blue coat, red scarf, that was where we started.
The last waltz ended and the lights came on, but neither of us moved from where we stood. Your hands were still in mine, the music gone, and yet the dancing somehow understood that we were not quite finished with the night, or with each other in that amber light. The others filed out slowly, coat by coat, and still we stood there, letting silence float. After the last waltz, still holding on, after the music stops, after the song. This is the part they never write about, the moment after love has found its mouth, and nothing needs to happen, nothing said. After the last waltz, we just stayed instead, in each other's company complete. After the last waltz, the finest beat. The hall grew quiet, chairs were folded up, the band packed instruments without a word. Someone somewhere drank the final cup, and in the rafters something small was stirred. But we were in a country of our own, two people finding out they'd found a home. They'll write the waltzes and the grand affairs, the meeting and the courtship and the rings, but no one writes enough about the chairs and standing still after the music sings, about the moment after all the show, when two people simply do not want to go, because the world outside can have its pace, but this right here has been the finest place. After the last waltz, still here, still yours, still home. Before the world woke up and claimed the day, I found a rose outside and thought of you. The petals still held traces of the dew, and everything felt quietly brand new. I stood there in my doorway, morning cold, holding something delicate and bold. And all the words I'd saved inside came loose, like birds that finally had somewhere to choose. Morning rose, open in the light, beautiful the way that only you are right. Every single petal finds its place. Morning rose, I see it in your face. All the love I cannot speak aloud. Morning rose, standing soft and proud. The kettle sang and steam filled up the air. I set the rose inside a glass for you, and laid the table carefully with care, because the smallest things can say what's true. By the time you came down the wooden stair, the morning felt like something beyond rare. Does not always come in grand display. Sometimes it is a rose on quiet days. Sometimes it is someone setting out a cup, someone waiting gently for you to wake up. And I would wait 1,000 mornings through, just to share one morning rose with you. Morning rose, soft and true, always for you. If voices had a color, yours would be the kind of amber that stays warm past 3, like afternoon light leaning through the glass, the sort of warmth you hope will always last.
I close my eyes and let it settle in, like music finding where it should begin. I could pick your voice from any crowd, soft when it is quiet, warm when it is loud. The color of your voice is golden through and through. It fills the room before I even turn to you. I hear it and the whole world slows its spin. The color of your voice is where I've always been, at home, completely home. You laugh a certain way when something's true, a little deeper than your ordinary do. And that is when I know you mean the words as clearly as the morning call of birds. I've memorized each shade and every turn, every quiet note you never seem to learn. Some people search for beauty in a face, or in the way a person holds their grace. But I found mine in something harder still, a voice that fits my every empty fill. Speak to me of ordinary days. Your voice alone can set my whole heart ablaze. Golden voice, always yours, coloring my world. The watch you gave me keeps in perfect time. It loses 7 minutes every day. The jeweler said the mechanism's fine, but still it always chooses its own way. I've learned to love its quiet stubbornness, the way it tilts towards some other tenderness. I set it right each morning just the same, and by the evening it has gone its own way again. The watch you gave me tells a different hour, 7 minutes slow through every passing day. But it reminds me of your patient power, the way that love has its unhurried way. I wear it every morning on my wrist, a tender ticking thing I can't resist. The leather strap has softened with the years, and caught the grain of every working day. It has been present through my hopes and fears, a quiet, steady partner, come what may. I catch the time and catch your memory too. How odd that time itself should smell like you. They say the time is something cold and clear, a measured thing that does not bend or feel. But 7 minutes wrong and still so dear proves that the best things rarely run ideal. And I would rather have this flawed old thing than any perfect clock that cannot sing. 7 minutes slow, still keeping you still here.
The harbor lights are shining on the bay. I watch them from the hill and think of you. Each lamp below has something warm to say about the ones who wait for those who sail through. I am not a sailor, I have no ship, but I have stood here watching every evening trip, and every light that flickers on the sea looks like a word you might have sent to me. Harbor lights, beautiful and bright, guiding every vessel through the night. And somewhere in among that golden glow, I find the love I haven't told you so. Harbor lights, one day I'll find a way to say what all these lights are trying to say, that I have loved you quietly, completely through. Harbor lights, everyone for you. The evening comes and turns the water dark, but still the harbor lanterns hold their place. They do not wait for daylight to remark on beauty, they just shine into the space. I think that's how a love should always be, not waiting for permission to shine free. One light for every letter left unsaid, one light for every morning thought of you, one light for every evening that I read your name into the dark the whole night through. And if you ever stood here by this bay, you'd see me written in every lights display. Harbour lights burning bright all night for you.
Every time they play that song, you sigh and tilt your head the way you always do. I've watched you do it 40 times or more, and every time it feels completely new. I know you're watching and I know you smile whenever the piano finds that key. I lean back in my chair a little while, because that song was always you to me. Some songs arrive and never really leave. They find a room inside and start to breathe. The same old song, the same old feeling. Every time it plays, the room starts reeling. The same old melody, the same new you. The same old song makes everything feel true. Play it once more, play it all night long. We never tire of the same old song. You always mouth the words before they come. You know this song by heart, you know each turn. I watch your lips and try to catch each one, a language that I'm still attempting to learn. You reach across the table for my hand, the chorus coming in just like before. And in that moment I completely understand why people play the songs they love once more. 40 years from now, when we are gray, and someone puts this record on to play, you'll sigh the way you always sigh for me, and I will watch you just as happily. Some things were made to last beyond all reason. This song, this hand, this love, through every season. Same old song, same new feeling, forever with you. took the slow train home through the autumn fields, the kind that stops at every little town. The carriage swayed and gave its gentle yields, and all our city hurry settled down. You pressed your face against the window glass and named the colors of the world as we passed. Rust and amber, gold and fading green. You said you'd never seen a finer scene. I said I thought the finest thing in sight was you beside me in the autumn light. Slow train, slow day, nowhere else to be, just you across from me, just you. Stop a little closer to our door. Slow train home, and I could not want more than this. Your hand, the window and the view. Slow train home, every mile with you. You fell asleep against my arm by 4, your book still open, chapter 23. I didn't move, though my arm grew sore, because you sleeping there was home to me. The ticket man came round and winked my way, as if he understood without my having to say. I watched the evening darken through the pane, the farmhouse lights come on one at a time, and thought how love is simple to explain when someone sleeping near you feels like rhyme. We've taken fast trains, urgent trains, the kind that rush you past the beauty left behind. But give me this, the slow one through the gold, with you beside me growing gently old. The world goes by in no particular hurry, and neither do we, and neither do we. Slow train, carrying us home. You find me in the kitchen before dawn, dancing barefoot on the cold tile floor. The radio is playing feeling something old, and I have forgotten what I came in for. But you lean against the door frame, coffee warm, and watch me like I'm something to adore. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not at all, because the way you look at me breaks every wall. Barefoot kitchen, early morning light, everything between us feeling right. You don't need me perfect or refined. Barefoot kitchen, this is what you find. A woman who is dancing when she thinks she's all alone, and you are at the door frame, making this place home. I pour 2 cups and bring yours to your hand. You take a sip and steal the other 2. We lean against the counter where we've always stood. In the barefoot kitchen mornings, me and you. The day has not yet made its full demands, and so we hold the quiet in our hands. Somewhere people wake to grander things, to views and grand pianos, golden rings. But I have this, a kitchen and a song, a cold tile floor, and someone all along who finds my dancing beautiful and true. My barefoot morning, always leading back to you. Barefoot morning, cold floor, warm heart, you. There is a house at the edge of your street, where the ivy climbs the old stone wall. I pass it every morning and I think how love grows quietly through it all. The ivy does not rush to reach the roof. It simply grows where it has found its truth. And maybe that is how the best loves go. Not all at once, but steady, sure and slow. Where the ivy grows, love finds a way, patient through the winters, bright in May, clinging to the stone, through wind and rain. Where the ivy grows, love comes again, slowly climbing toward the highest light. Where the ivy grows, everything is right. that wall has stood, and all the seasons that the ivy knew, the cold that tried to loosen every hold, the heat of summer pushing green and new, and still it holds, and still it finds the light, and still it makes the gray stone beautiful and bright. I want to love the way that ivy does, not showy, not uncertain of its cause, just growing toward the warmth day after day, finding beauty in the patient, steady way. And you are my stone wall, you hold me through. Where the ivy grows, I grow toward you, growing slowly, climbing surely, always toward you.
There's a drawer beside my bed at night, full of letters that were never sealed, each one begun in either dark or light, with everything I meant but never revealed. The words were right, the courage was not there, and so they live in envelopes of air. But every word I wrote was only true, every single one was meant for you. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a drawer beside my bed. All the love that waited for the right, letters I never sent into the night. But if you held them now and read each line, you know exactly how you filled my time. You'd know I loved you long before I spoke, in every letter that I never broke. I wrote about the evening that you laughed at something no one else had found quite funny. I wrote about the afternoon we'd passed the bakery, and you said the bread smelled sunny. The smallest things became the largest words when written down for someone who deserves. One day I'll learn to say it to your face, to look across the ordinary space between our chairs and simply let it out. All the love that I have danced about. But until then the drawer holds every part
of every letter written from my heart. Unsent letters full of you, waiting to be found. We both reached for the very same record on the very same shelf at the very same time. Our fingers touched above the cardboard sleeve, and neither one of us could speak a rhyme.
I said, excuse me.
I was here first.
I said I'd had my eye on it all week.
You said that you could prove it.
I said, go ahead and speak.
The rain came harder on the window glass, and neither one of us was in a rush to pass. Rainy afternoon, record shop, shelf 9. You're reaching, me reaching, both of us in line for the same 3 minutes pressed in vinyl black. A song so good that neither would give back. So we stood there in the aisle and made a deal
to play it through together and to feel
every note the way it was designed. Rainy afternoon, what a way to find.
You knew the B-side
better than the A.
You hummed the bridge before it even came.
I said you clearly know this record well.
You smiled and said
you'd loved it since the age of 12. You offered me the record in the end.
I said, let's buy it jointly, share the spin.
You looked surprised and then began to grin.
And that was how our afternoons begin.
Rain on the window, vinyl on the shelf. Two strangers reaching past their careful selves. The shop owner just smiled behind the till, as if he'd seen this particular miracle of two people finding in a record store far more than what they'd walked in looking for. Rainy afternoon, same record, same heartbeat. We sat out on the porch until the fireflies began their small illuminations in the grass. The ice had melted in our lemonade, and neither of us cared to watch it pass.
The neighbor's radio played something old,
a song we both half knew couldn't name. You said it sounded like a summer cold. I said it sounded like it always came. On evenings just exactly like tonight, when everything is unhurried and right. Front porch evening, you and I, watching fireflies beneath the darkening sky. Nothing urgent, nothing left to prove. Front porch evening, neither of us needs to move. This is all I ever wanted from a life. A porch, a summer evening, and you beside me right. You pulled your knees up to your chest and sighed, the comfortable kind that means that all is well. I reached across and found your hand and tried to memorize the moment where it fell. The stars came out in their unhurried way, and we stayed on until the air grew cool. You brought a blanket from the hall that day, and we sat wrapped together like a fool. The happiest two fools on any street, with nothing but an evening and the sweet. People build their lives around the grand, the holidays, the milestones, all the plan. But I have found the finest things are small. An evening, a porch, fireflies, that's all. And you, the one who makes the ordinary glow, the front porch reason I don't need to go anywhere that isn't right here, right now, with you beside me on the porch somehow. Front porch evening, fireflies, always staying. You wore the blue coat every time it rained, the one with wooden buttons down the front, a little worn at collar, slightly frayed, but somehow elegant in its blunt, belonging to a person who had learned that style is not the thing that must be earned. I saw you in it first outside the library, and something in me quietly was stirred to see the blue coat in the rain on a November day, the wooden buttons doing up their patient way. I thought of all the stories in that coat, all the winters living in its throat. The blue coat and the person wearing it became the finest thing that I had seen yet. And I have been in love with rain ever since, because the blue coat taught me what it meant. I learned your name before I learned your face, from the librarian who knew you well. She said you came each Tuesday to that place, and always had a story worth to tell. So I came Tuesdays too, and found a chair near the window where the blue coat always hung with care. We never spoke that autumn, not a word, but I knew every book you chose to read. And you perhaps had noticed and not stirred, because some love is patient in its seed. Then winter came and you forgot your coat, and I said, here, please take my scarf instead. And that was all the opening that we wrote. One cold Tuesday and a scarf of red. Blue coat, red scarf, that was where we started.
The last waltz ended and the lights came on, but neither of us moved from where we stood. Your hands were still in mine, the music gone, and yet the dancing somehow understood that we were not quite finished with the night, or with each other in that amber light. The others filed out slowly, coat by coat, and still we stood there, letting silence float. After the last waltz, still holding on, after the music stops, after the song. This is the part they never write about, the moment after love has found its mouth. And nothing needs to happen, nothing said. After the last waltz, we just stayed instead, in each other's company, complete. After the last waltz, the finest beat. The hall grew quiet, chairs were folded up, the band packed instruments without a word. Someone somewhere drank the final cup, and in the rafters something small was stirred. But we were in a country of our own, two people finding out they'd found a home. They'll write the waltzes and the grand affairs, the meeting and the courtship and the rings. But no one writes enough about the chairs and standing still after the music sings, about the moment after all the show, when two people simply do not want to go, because the world outside can have its pace, but this right here has been the finest place. After the last waltz, still here, still yours, still home. Before the world woke up and claimed the day, I found a rose outside and thought of you. The petals still held traces of the dew, and everything felt quietly brand new. I stood there in my doorway, morning cold, holding something delicate and bold, and all the words I'd saved inside came loose, like birds that finally had somewhere to choose. Morning rose, open in the light, beautiful the way that only you are right. Every single petal finds its place. Morning rose, I see it in your face. All the love I cannot speak aloud. Morning rose, standing soft and proud. The kettle sang and steam filled up the air. I set the rose inside a glass for you, and laid the table carefully with care, because the smallest things can say what's true. By the time you came down the wooden stair, the morning felt like something beyond rare. Love does not always come in grand display. Sometimes it is a rose on quiet days. Sometimes it is someone setting out a cup, someone waiting gently for you to wake up. And I would wait 1,000 mornings through, just to share one morning rose with you.
voices had a color, yours would be the kind of amber that stays warm past 3, like afternoon light leaning through the glass, the sort of warmth you hope will always last. I close my eyes and let it settle in, like music finding where it should begin. I could pick your voice from any crowd, soft when it is quiet, warm when it is loud. The color of your voice is golden through and through. It fills the room before I even turn to you. I hear it and the whole world slows its spin. The color of your voice is where I've always been, at home, completely home. You laugh a certain way when something's true, a little deeper than your ordinary do. And that is when I know you mean the words as clearly as the morning call of birds. I've memorized each shade and every turn, every quiet note you never seem to learn. Some people search for beauty in a face, or in the way a person holds their grace. But I found mine in something harder still, a voice that fits my every empty fill. Speak to me of ordinary days. Your voice alone can set my whole heart ablaze. Golden voice, always yours, coloring my world. The watch you gave me keeps in perfect time. It loses 7 minutes every day. The jeweler said the mechanism's fine, but still it always chooses its own way. I've learned to love its quiet stubbornness, the way it tilts towards some other tenderness. I set it right each morning just the same, and by the evening it has gone its own way again. The watch you gave me tells a different hour, 7 minutes slow through every passing day. But it reminds me of your patient power, the way that love has its unhurried leather strap has softened with the years and caught the grain of every working day. It has been present through my hopes and fears, a quiet, steady partner, come what may. I catch the time and catch your memory too. How odd that time itself should smell like you. They say the time is something cold and clear, a measured thing that does not bend or feel. But 7 minutes wrong and still so dear proves that the best things rarely run ideal. And I would rather have this flawed old thing than any perfect clock that cannot sing. 7 minutes slow, still keeping you still here.
Harbour lights are shining on the bay. I watch them from the hill and think of you. Each lamp below has something warm to say about the ones who wait for those who sail through. I am not a sailor, I have no ship, but I have stood here watching every evening trip, and every light that flickers on the sea looks like a word you might have sent to me. Harbour lights, beautiful and bright, guiding every vessel through the night. And somewhere in among that golden glow, I find the love I haven't told you so. Harbour lights, one day I'll find a way to say what all these lights are trying to say, that I have loved you quietly, completely through. Harbour lights, everyone for you. The evening comes and turns the water dark, but still the harbour lanterns hold their place. They do not wait for daylight to remark on beauty, they just shine into the space. I think that's how a love should always be, not waiting for permission to shine free. One light for every letter left unsaid, one light for every morning thought of you, one light for every evening that I read your name into the dark the whole night through. And if you ever stood here by this bay, you'd see me written in every light's display. Harbour lights burning bright all night for you.
Every time they play that song, you sigh and tilt your head the way you always do. I've watched you do it 40 times or more, and every time it feels completely new. I know you're watching and I know you smile whenever the piano finds that key. I lean back in my chair a little while, because that song was always you to me. Some songs arrive and never really leave. They find a room inside and start to breathe. The same old song, the same old feeling. Every time it plays, the room starts reeling. The same old melody, the same new you. The same old song makes everything feel true. Play it once more, play it all night long. We never tire of the same old song. You always mouth the words before they come. You know this song by heart, you know each turn. I watch your lips and try to catch each one, a language that I'm still attempting to learn. You reach across the table for my hand, the chorus coming in just like before. And in that moment I completely understand why people play the songs they love once more. 40 years from now, when we are gray, and someone puts this record on to play, you'll sigh the way you always sigh for me, and I will watch you just as happily. Some things were made to last beyond all reason. This song, this hand, this love, through every season. took the slow train home through the autumn fields, the kind that stops at every little town. The carriage swayed and gave its gentle yields, and all our city hurry settled down. You pressed your face against the window glass and named the colors of the world as we passed. Rust and amber, gold and fading green. You said you'd never seen a finer scene. I said I thought the finest thing in sight was you beside me in the autumn light. Slow train, slow day, nowhere else to be, just you across from me, just you. Asleep against my arm by 4, your book still open, chapter 23. I didn't move, though my arm grew sore, because you sleeping there was home to me. The ticket man came round and winked my way, as if he understood without my having to say. I watched the evening darken through the pane, the farmhouse lights come on one at a time, and thought how love is simple to explain when someone sleeping near you feels like rhyme. We've taken fast trains, urgent trains, the kind that rush you past the beauty left behind. But give me this, the slow one through the gold, with you beside me growing gently old. The world goes by in no particular hurry, and neither do we, and neither do we. Slow train, slow, carrying us home. You find me in the kitchen before dawn, dancing barefoot on the cold tile floor. The radio is playing something old, and I have forgotten what I came in for. But you lean against the door frame, coffee warm, and watch me like I'm something to adore. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not at all, because the way you look at me breaks every wall. Barefoot kitchen, early morning light, everything between us feeling right. You don't need me perfect or refined. Barefoot kitchen, this is what you find. A woman who is dancing when she thinks she's all alone, and you are at the door frame, making this place home. I pour 2 cups and bring yours to your hand. You take a sip and steal the other 2. We lean against the counter where we've always stood. In the barefoot kitchen mornings, me and you. The day has not yet made its full demands, and so we hold the quiet in our hands. Somewhere people wake to grander things, to views and grand pianos, golden rings. But I have this, a kitchen and a song, a cold tile floor, and someone all along who finds my dancing beautiful and true. My barefoot morning, always leading back to you. Barefoot morning, cold floor, warm heart, you. There is a house at the edge of your street, where the ivy climbs the old stone wall. I pass it every morning and I think how love grows quietly through it all. The ivy does not rush to reach the roof. It simply grows where it has found its truth. And maybe that is how the best loves go. Not all at once, but steady, sure and slow. Where the ivy grows, love finds a way, patient through the winters, bright in May, clinging to the stone through wind and rain. Where the ivy grows, love comes again, slowly climbing toward the highest light. Where the ivy grows, everything is right. seasons that the ivy knew, the cold that tried to loosen every hold, the heat of summer pushing green and new, and still it holds, and still it finds the light, and still it makes the gray stone beautiful and bright. I want to love the way that ivy does, not showy, not uncertain of its cause, just growing toward the warmth day after day, finding beauty in the patient, steady way. And you are my stone wall, you hold me through. Where the ivy grows, I grow toward you, growing slowly, climbing surely, always toward you.
There's a drawer beside my bed at night, full of letters that were never sealed, each one begun in either dark or light, with everything I meant but never revealed. The words were right, the courage was not there, and so they live in envelopes of air. But every word I wrote was only true, every single one was meant for you. Letters I never sent, words I never said, living in a drawer beside my bed. All the love that waited for the right, letters I never sent into the night. But if you held them now and read each line, you know exactly how you filled my time. You'd know I loved you long before I spoke. In every letter that I never broke, I wrote about the evening that you laughed at something no one else had found quite funny. I wrote about the afternoon we passed the bakery, and you said the bread smelled sunny. The smallest things became the largest words when written down for someone who deserves. One day I'll learn to say it to your face, to look across the ordinary space between our chairs and simply let it out. All the love that I have danced about. But until then the drawer holds every part of every letter written from my
very same shelf at the very same time. Our fingers touched above the cardboard sleeve, and neither one of us could speak a rhyme.
I said, excuse me.
I was here first.
I said I'd had my eye on it all week.
You said that you could prove it.
I said, go ahead and speak.
The rain came harder on the window glass, and neither one of us was in a rush to pass. Rainy afternoon, record shop, shelf 9. You're reaching, me reaching, both of us in line for the same 3 minutes pressed in vinyl black. A song so good that neither would give back. So we stood there in the aisle and made a deal
to play it through together and to feel
every note the way it was designed. Rainy afternoon, what a way to find.
You knew the B-side
Better than the A.
You hummed the bridge before it even came.
I said you clearly know this record well.
You smiled and said
You'd loved it since the age of 12. You offered me the record in the end.
I said let's buy it jointly, share the spin.
You looked surprised and then began to grin.
And that was how our afternoons begin.
Rain on the window, vinyl on the shelf. Two strangers reaching past their careful selves. The shop owner just smiled behind the till, as if he'd seen this particular miracle of two people finding in a record store far more than what they'd walked in looking for. Rainy afternoon, same record, same heartbeat. We sat out on the porch until the fireflies began their small illuminations in the grass. The ice had melted in our lemonade, and neither of us cared to watch it pass.
the neighbor's radio
Played something old, a song we both half knew but couldn't name. You said it sounded like a summer cold. I said it sounded like it always came. On evenings just exactly like tonight, when everything is unhurried and right. Front porch evening, you and I, watching fireflies beneath the darkening sky. nothing urgent, nothing left to prove. Front porch evening, neither of us needs to move. This is all I ever wanted from a life. A porch, a summer evening, and you beside me right. You pulled your knees up to your chest and sighed, the comfortable kind that means that all is well. I reached across and found your hand and tried to memorize the moment where it fell. The stars came out in their unhurried way, and we stayed on until the air grew cool. You brought a blanket from the hall that day, and we sat wrapped together like a fool. The happiest two fools on any street, with nothing but an evening and the sweet. People build their lives around the grand, the holidays, the milestones, all the plan. But I have found the finest things are small. An evening, a porch, fireflies, that's all. And you, the one who makes the ordinary glow, the front porch reason I don't need to go anywhere that isn't right here, right now, with you beside me on the porch somehow. Front porch evening, fireflies, always staying. You wore the blue coat every time it rained, the one with wooden buttons down the front, a little worn at collar, slightly frayed, but somehow elegant in its blunt, belonging to a person who had learned that style is not the thing that must be earned. I saw you in it first outside the library, and something in me quietly was stirred to see the blue coat in the rain on a November day, the wooden buttons doing up their patient way. I thought of all the stories in that coat, all the winters living in its throat. The blue coat and the person wearing it became the finest thing that I had seen yet. And I have been in love with rain ever since, because the blue coat taught me what it meant. I learned your name before I learned your face. librarian who knew you well. She said you came each Tuesday to that place and always had a story worth to tell. So I came Tuesdays too and found a chair near the window where the blue coat always hung with care. We never spoke that autumn, not a word, but I knew every book you chose to read. And you perhaps had noticed and not stirred, because some love is patient in its seed. Then winter came and you forgot your coat, and I said, here, please take my scarf instead. And that was all the opening that we wrote. One cold Tuesday and a scarf of red. Blue coat, red scarf, that was where we started.
The last waltz ended and the lights came on, but neither of us moved from where we stood. Your hands were still in mine, the music gone, and yet the dancing somehow understood that we were not quite finished with the night, or with each other in that amber light. The others filed out slowly, coat by coat, and still we stood there, letting silence float. After the last waltz, still holding on, after the music stops, after the song. This is the part they never write about, the moment after love has found its mouth. And nothing needs to happen, nothing said. After the last waltz, we just stayed instead, in each other's company, complete. After the last waltz, the finest beat. The hall grew quiet, chairs were folded up, the band packed instruments without a word. Someone somewhere drank the final cup, and in the rafters something small was stirred. But we were in a country of our own, two people finding out they'd found a home. They'll write the waltzes and the grand affairs, the meeting and the courtship and the rings, but no one writes enough about the chairs and standing still after the music sings, about the moment after all the show, two people simply do not want to go, because the world outside can have its pace, but this right here has been the finest place. After the last waltz, still here, still yours, still home.